Hello, guys. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel the Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. My beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs, or the African traditional religions, by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys that have been following me for quite some time, and supporting me from my website, from everything that you guys are doing, from my Cash App, my Zelle, my PayPal, anything that has to do with my ministry. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. As you've been notified, if this is your first time, I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and you know my beliefs are deeply in. One of the things I want to come on here to show you guys that I'm actually okay. I'm out here chasing blood. Many of you guys that have been getting your work done and getting those things done, I want to say thank you for continuing support, and also those that have gotten work that I still got to get your stuff taken care of. What's up, Mama Susan? Gemini in the house. Now, I'm trying to eat before I go into the hospital, but I like to keep it honest. I keep it transparent, because on here, this is for melanated people. My mom is here in the room. She's down here in Miami with me, so I have to behave in some of my language. But I'm going to still keep it real. So when you're around your parents, it is what it is. What's up, my baby Scorpio? Thank you for joining. What's up, Jeremy? Thank you for being here. I just want you all to know, because a lot of times when you tell people that you are right, and then things are working out, they don't really believe it. So this is what I look like after being in hospital. Once I got back, my hemoglobin was 5.4. No, 5.2. So my hemoglobin has went from 5.4 when I originally started going through this process. It went to a 4.3, and now it's at a 5.2. Now, y'all know that originally, once I got out of the hospital, it was my hemoglobin was at 10.5. Why am I saying all this? Because when I went in to this time to the hospital, the same hospital that gave me 4 pints of blood, they had the tenacity, they had the audacity. She said, "You sound a little hoarse." Yeah, because I got a cough. Because I don't have enough blood in my body. And when I went to Stewart Hospital, when I went to Vero Hospital, they kept saying that they got to go to Orlando to get my particular type of blood. So me being proactive, and they only gave me 2 pints of blood, I'm going to come down here to Orlando to get my blood. So what I'm going to do is going to have them to go do my check my hemoglobin again. It doesn't take but 45 minutes, maybe 38 to 45 minutes for them to check my hemoglobin. My hemoglobin right now is 7.1. My hemoglobin was strong enough for me to drive all the way down from Vero to Orlando. So I'm good. But I still don't have enough blood. And so I'm out here chasing my blood. I'm in the city where my blood is. That's what I'm doing. So when it comes to spirituality, a lot of you guys, especially if you go up in the church, because I mainly deal with people that are in the church practicing the ATRs or Black Arts. And then I also deal with people that left the church but still got the church fluid. So I want you to know what a real magical lifestyle is. What's up, the Calvin? What's up, my crab cakes? What's up, Demetrius, Gemini? What's up, my Ryan, Libra? Who is that? Oh, that's Ryan. Y'all know I really need a phone, but my priorities are focused on. Now, what I want y'all to understand, only reason I'm being transparent, because when you start going through your own personal journey, most people that practice the ATRs, that are in the church, you make your journey about other people, places, and things. I've said this over and over. It's a personal journey for a reason. It don't matter if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, or you are atheist. Your journey is your journey. Am I over here where you at, Ryan? Nah, I'm at the Marriott. It's I think it's Shade. Where the hospital is only like 9 minutes away. Now my mama don't have good directions. So I ain't gonna let her get over here and get lost. But because that'll frustrate me. So I'm gonna let her stay in the hotel while I go and take care of business. But I'm here for blood. They got my blood tight, but my situation, I want it. So yeah, I'm like 9 minutes away where because I'm eventually, regardless of what's going on with me, as long as I can get the blood type I need, I'm gonna be fine. Once I get my hemoglobin up where I'm able to actually function in my organs and all that, because a lot of issues that are going on because I just don't have enough blood in my body. My body is producing the red blood cells, but the anemia that I have comes from both sides of my family. And one of the things because there's things in your life ain't gonna change. What you can do is, if you do proper diet, never allow something that you feel like that's what the Serenade prayer says. Accepting things you can't change. But what I can do with things that I can't change is I can change the way I handle myself in that situation so it don't steal my quality of life. So since I know that I'm gonna live and die with this anemia, the best thing I'm like Tina Turner. I'm gonna get me some blood. I don't care what I'm going through. If I got to travel, I'm gonna come to Orlando because I got it like that. I'm gonna come to Orlando, get me a couple stops and blocks of that good old good. Because I'm like, the type of blood that I have to have is A positive. So only reason I'm sharing this with y'all, some of y'all realistically talking about traveling with me, you don't have the tenacity, you don't have the drive. You don't know how to not allow a situation. When I tell you that I received OBA, some of you guys were congratulating me of receiving OBA. I have also received the Orisha Oku. So all of you that have my membership in Orisha, that would be Darius, and that would also be Sister Cal. They have said whatever Orisha I get, they can do work with. They can work within those Orisha. I am in the near future still going to get other cauldrons for my Apollo, stuff like that. This is the safest path, right, to make sure that. And some people came online just to see if they work affecting me. It's not. You don't have, in order to take credit for my anemia that I was born with, you got to take credit for my mom's anemia, my dad's, my sister. You ain't that powerful. So a lot of times y'all be worried about what people gonna say. When people dislike you, they're gonna find anything that's going on with you that can be just as part of your journey, part of your process, and they would try to take credit like they taking me down. It ain't that kind of party. I told y'all if I didn't have the shield of faith to do something.
GPS signal lost.
That white lady. Yeah, I told you all is the beginning. If whatever faith I don't have, if I come across a situation I don't believe God at that point, I got a Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I have $1 million every year for major medical. I got $500,000 for minor medical. I'm good. Because I would spend every dime UPS got to offer yearly to take care of Sam Ely. And I told you I don't love nobody better than me. That's on the real. What's up, Jealous Sweets? Yes, I'm okay. I've been okay. I just, every time when you got certain things going for yourself, every time them hospitals, they ain't nothing but business. What they did with me, they waited, because I know the billing cycle of the hospital. So they waited. The reason why I wasn't coming on, because I had all that stuff going on and I was trying to handle it. So what they did was they gave me 2 pints. No, when I first went to that same hospital, they gave me 4 pints of blood. That's why my hemoglobin was at 10.5. When I came back and I told them I was bragging on their services and how they administrated my treatments, they tried the same shiggity. So I'm going to use code words. Y'all know what I'm really saying. Same shiggity that the people in Stewart did. And they will try to milk my insurance. And I told them I'm a provider. I don't have time to be sitting up in the hospital. So what they did this morning, I already clocked them. I already found out from the lady when they draw my blood, because it don't take 45 minutes. I knew that my hemoglobin was 7.1. The reason why they did the 7.1, they wanted to pull me out of the critical stage. and then make me wait again on the other two from Orlando. I told that man, I said, listen, man, y'all not gonna play with my life. You're not gonna play with my intelligence. I know exactly what you're doing. I said, what we're gonna do is you're gonna give me my discharge papers. I said, I'm gonna go to Orlando myself. She said, what? I said, I'm not gonna sit in y'all, you know how I talk, hospital, waiting on you to reorder 2 other blood for me when you already knew that my hemoglobin was 5.2. You do the math. I said, I'd rather go sit in Orlando. I said, when you see me again, I'm going to be in Orlando at a Marriott in a suite. That's where I'm going to be. And I'm going to go where my blood is. Because I don't need y'all for that. I don't need you to transport nothing for me. I know my blood type. I know where it is. Because you had to go to Orlando just like Stuart had to go to Orlando. So why have the middleman? And at the end of the day, I need blood. And you don't have it. And no matter what you tell me about what you treating me for, and that's why I tell you guys to have knowledge, wisdom, understanding when it comes down to your life and stuff like you. I don't care who, that's including me. I don't care how much a professional I've been. I've been doing magic since I was a child. I'm 52 years old. I don't care how much a professional I am. You should know the real deal about you. And you should be at a place where no matter who talking to you, they're like, that ain't me. I didn't know their level of and one thing I told the lady that was there, the nurse, and then a doctor came in. He ain't been there the whole time while they supposedly didn't have my blood. So because I understood their billing cycle, I told my kids, I'm for the pump fake. I waited till it was 2:45. I told that lady, I said, you either check me out right now, I'm gonna walk out. I wasn't going nowhere. You know why? Because I still needed that blood. But I told Mother Susan, I said, that blood is in the building. Because I work for UPS. We can have your package in our building and not scan it. It won't show it when the clerk put it in or when you put it on the internet tracker. It's not going to show anything. And it's sitting right in our building. I said, ma'am, I've been at UPS for 30 years. I don't play with me. I said, when I talked to Haley on the phone, I said, if anybody can get anything done, it's Haley. So you didn't have an ETA. I said, you are a hospital and you not, and I said, blood is a hazardous material, whether it's tainted or not. And you don't have no idea when the blood is here. You're going to tell me you can't give me a ETA? So she I don't know what's going on. And like, this is above my pay grade. I said, okay. So Sister Tree had brought me to the hospital the following, that night. So she had already told me that she saw the blood truck out of there. That's why they told me that I was doing my blood transfusion at 4 a.m. in the morning. Then they changed it to 8 a.m. in the morning. So I actually got my blood transfusion after talking to Haley. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there. I'm on the phone with Haley. I ain't talked to this white lady even 2 minutes on the phone. She said, give me a minute. She calls me back. Mr. Ely, your blood will be up to your room in between 17 and 20 minutes. That means my blood was already there. And you know what? The truth may be, all 4 aspects, they could have still had the 4 bloods there. They made sure that I stayed there after 3, because Minister Mario, son of Achosia, had already told me how the hospital is built. So if they, say for instance, you were there at 3:01, they can bill your insurance. Even if you leave at 3:09, they're going to bill your insurance for that room, because I have a private room. That room for the full day. As long as you're there after 3, they can bill you. You can leave 10 minutes after that. Your insurance getting billed. So I knew the game was going on. And I told them, I said, you're not going to play with my life. I said, you don't know who you're fooling with. And I told them this. I said, ma'am, when you see me today, this afternoon, I'm going to be in Orlando in the Marriott suite. And I said, I'm going to be at your hospital. And they're going to check my hemoglobin. And I'm going to get my blood. She thought I was just running my mouth. Oh, he's upset, blah, blah. I'm going to call her B. Hold on, I can't myself. I don't make idle threats. When I tell you so I'm gonna do something, and so what I did that night that they gave me the blood, I started testing myself to see, because that early that morning I wasn't able to feed myself. I was so weak, and the reason I got that weak is because I allowed them to keep taking blood, because I'm thinking I'm still gonna get my blood transfusion, and they kept taking blood and taking blood and taking blood, and so I got really weak. I couldn't even feed myself. My niece was feeding me, and I just got emotional about it. I had never been in a position where I couldn't feed myself. I got no 2 pints of blood, and I told my sons, I was pump faking like a mug. I wasn't going nowhere because I wasn't even strong enough to do nothing. But when I got them 2 pounds of blood, and I started walking around that room, I started feeling my legs. I said, oh, them 2 pints. So what I did, I walked outside. I talked to the nurse. She's a black girl. I told her, I said, listen, can I walk down the hallway? She said, Mr. Ely, I can't let you do that. She said, Mr. Ely, I can't do that. She said, yeah, you go in the room, you can walk around as much you want. She said, because you can't fall out here. You still in a situation. So I said, that's fine. But I had already walked out there. I walked out. She was shocked. She said, oh my God. She said, you look so good. She said, when you first came in, you didn't look good. She said, you look so good. That's the blood. I know that was 2 pints of blood. And when I'm saying your spirituality has nothing to do with your commitments. Your spirituality has nothing to do. If you ain't out here taking care of your temple and things happen in your life, it just compounds. When you get a certain type of age, I know people like, oh my God, you look good. You don't look like you're 52. I take the compliment because I'm a Sagittarius. But ain't nobody going to make me believe. I don't care what you say. I look in my 30s. I can look in my... At the end of the day, I'm 52. So I can take a compliment for what it is and still at my age. So she told me that I can go in the room, which I was doing anyway. I was able to go to the bathroom for myself. All of that. Beforehand, I had to go to the bathroom in the bed. And so, because I had lost so much blood and I had gave them so much of my blood, and I told my kids, I can only get so much blood, I'm going to get weak. But I thought they had the blood because they had been promising me and promising me and promising me. And they told me that last lie. I'm a Sagittarius. You ever lie to me? I ain't going to never trust you none of thing. And so she came out. I said, well, I'm eating salmon right now. I'm not eating a lot, but I put the medicine I'm on, the steroids I'm on, I have to eat something with it. And I don't want to go there hungry. And most of the hospital food is nasty. No season whatsoever. So, that's what was going on. It had nothing to do with me. All I needed was blood. I told her, I said, what sense does it make for me to stay in your hospital for you to wait to Orlando again? That means I'm being here another day and a half. And y'all making money. I said, I don't mind you making money. But I'm like, I ain't making money. And I said, right there, you can't walk together except they agree. If you the only one making money, there's a problem in Houston. Not in my world. I don't have no problem with nobody trying to make their bread. But you ain't the only one going to be making bread. I'm going to be breaking bread too. I want my father's daily bread. I want the bread that they say the muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn. I ain't going to let nobody do that. Not to me. I'm 52 years old. I done did a whole lot of stuff in my life. Good, bad, and different. And you ain't going to crook me. I told my kids, my oldest son's on him. I told them I've been crooked enough to make y'all straight. You ain't too much I ain't done. I done pulled some stunt. My mama thought, she right here. She thought I was an 18-year-old virgin. I wish y'all could really. She was sitting in front of me talking to her, whoever they was. Oh, my son, 18 years old, he's still a virgin. I looking around. Whoa, she ain't got but one son. What the lady talking about? She a virgin. So I don't know where I lost my virginity. When she found out my uncles and them were doing what they doing, she was so angry with them. I would thank God for them. Thank you so much. My grandma and Mom, they was upset. They was livid. I was in there praising Jehovah. Them good uncles. You call them no good brother. That's your opinion. But on today, what they have done, they bless my soul. So I was telling people, so I was saying the only reason I'm coming online because I know a lot of y'all been concerned. When I told you, when I texted to some of y'all, I was okay. You know, because a lot of y'all, let me tell you, especially with black men, you expect black men to lie so much, especially when you are a strong leader. I don't have to play strong. I am strong. And in my strong, I got weaknesses. Everybody, don't care who you are, we all got strength and weaknesses. We come with duality. What's up there? I ain't seen you in a minute. Danielle. What's up, my Chris? My Sagittarius from Philadelphia. There go my boy ass. My Gemini. So, in real time, what was going on, I was handling the hospital that I thought, because of how they handled me the first time, I was going to get the same service. But I didn't. And I got hot because where you handled me the first time, you had like I was a new. They said, "Boy, who did it? Who gave you that much blood?" I said, "Y'all did. Your staff." I said, "Don't tell me what can be done because y'all already done it." Oh, we order in increments of 2. I said, "You are the ones that gave me 4 pints of blood the first time when I came in here with a hemoglobin of 4.3. All of a sudden, you want me to believe that you ain't got 4. That's all I said. Ma'am, I ain't gonna go back and forth with you, cause I can afford to get out of here. And I make the type of money that I ain't gotta put up with. You know, my mama had me thinking about my words. But I was told her, this might be above your pay grade, but it ain't above mine. So I'm down here. I got a hemoglobin of 7.1, which is giving me the mobility of some of my body and, you know, blood. But I still need at least, hopefully, 4. Oh, they give me 4. But at the bare minimum, 2. Because they still got to bring my hemoglobin, because I'm a man. And so therefore, men have to have a hemoglobin of 13 for them to be fully functional. And notice I had a hemoglobin of 10.5. So, yeah, I'm fine. I told you, some of y'all worrying about me in vain. I don't mind it because I've been taking care of myself, my diet, since I was 13 years old. I've been on a health kick since I was 13. I eat very well for health. Most of the time I eat fish, it's salmon. That's good for my heart. They were so mad when they kept going over my organs and they took this kind of test, that kind of test. All of my chest, they came back because I asked I asked the lady, I said, if I had something wrong in my chest, right, they would have came in there saying, "Oh, Mr. Ely, we need to do this and do that," right? So I asked the nurse, actually it was the doctor. I asked her, I said, "Ma'am, what did when I got my chest scanned, what did they come back? Did they come back clear?" I knew they came back clear. Because I do the medicine I'm on, it really acts like when I take echinacea. Echinacea makes you cough or any mucus in your system. So the medicine I'm on similar acts like that. So if there's any mucus in my chest, but my mucus is always clear because I'm also an antibiotic. So let me look in the chart. You know, she played white of fire. I wasn't worried. I knew what she was going about. No, there's nothing wrong. Your organs are fine. This and that. Okay. Your vitals so stable. I started making them tell on themselves. So the only reason I'm sitting in this hospital right now is the same crap I went through. I said, only difference with what y'all doing is that Stewart kept me for 2 days lying to me. Y'all started lying to me, and y'all had a reason to lie to me. Because you had already serviced me. The same medicines, the same steroids, y'all giving me the same treatment. All y'all have the capacity. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't got to be in a profession, But if you go into a doctor, you need to know that a doctor is there to make money. And I know when they pulled, and the lady kept saying, Tree Rondo's with me, so you know I ain't lying. Not that y'all think I'll be lying. And then she was like, I ain't never seen no insurance like this in my life. Oh my God, you don't have no copays. Though y'all know I talk very colorful. So you know I was saying certain things in my head. And she wouldn't stop. She kept talking about, oh my God. I said, I've been in UPS 30 years and I'm on a different contract. So we don't pay for anything. I don't care where I go in the world, I can get medical care. And I get $1 million per year. I just never utilized it because I've never been sick. So she was like, oh, and when people talking like that, they try to bleed your insurance. When they came back and they found out I had nothing going on other than what was going on, because I don't care how magically I am, I don't care how powerful I operate, I ain't never, ever created blood. I ain't never turned water. A lot of y'all get in situation and you want everybody to believe you believe in your God, your Bible, your this and that. You ain't never manifested. I done manifested a lot of stuff. I have a reason to believe God for a lot of stuff. But you ain't, I know for a fact, I don't need nobody to tell me. And I told y'all also, I said, if my shield of faith can't do it for me, my Blue Cross and Shield will do until I get the faith. But I knew everything I have accomplished, I'm talking about already accomplished. I ain't talking about hoping to accomplish. I ain't never turned water to wine, and I ain't never created blood. So why would I play with it? And some of y'all sitting there talking about, oh, Pastor Ely don't believe in doctors. You was lie. I say I don't trust doctors. And I got a good reason not to trust them. But I guarantee you, I ain't never did a root canal on myself. My dentist did it. I ain't did that. These my teeth. But I ain't never tried. I done tried to get infection out of that. I done tried to. When that white lady was acting so, Tree Rondo said he not lying. That white lady was acting so crazy about my insurance. I said, oh, Lord, I know what this finna be. Oh, I ain't never seen it done. I said, you ain't also seen somebody with 30 years of UPS. I'm 52 years old. I don't pay for nothing. I don't pay for nothing. I don't care what it is. As long as it don't go over $1 million in 1 year, I'm covered. And when you got medical centers that look at you as a money ticket, you lay there talking about what your doctor say all you want to, and you be walking around there got all kind of surgery. They done move your spleen. They done give you boobs. If they can get it covered, honey, you out there looking like a fool. I'm just saying, because they gonna do whatever they were trying to run all kind of tests. Like every test they were running, they were so disappointed. Much blessing. What's up there, my spiritual awakening? Child, and I told you to tell Mario. I said,
GPS signal lost.
Mario was not a cousin. Mario only been in UPS for 9 years. I done been there 30. And I know what them people do. So I kept telling him, I said, Mario, you can't go in there and listen to them doctors, because all they looking at is your, because all they want concern when they look at your insurance, what can they bill your insurance? And my insurance, Mario got excellent insurance, but I got way better insurance than Mario, because he came up on another contract. I don't have to pay zilch. And when I get 55, UPS pay for everything. So right now, only thing I'm going to be doing later is to go get my disability, which they're going to be paying me. I make over $100,000, so they're going to be paying me 85% of my income to be home, up to 2 years. And then after I get them 2 years done, and they can be watching me right now, they follow me. I don't care. Then I'm putting in for my retirement. Because UPS ain't getting none of this no more. I done did my time. I served my time. And I'm not going to walk away with the lack of quality of life trying to chase behind the truck. Because I make way too much money, and I'm in a way too much physical health other than this situation to be out there, keep risking, because every year they're going to give you additional $500. Hell, I make sometimes $500 or $1,000, $2,000 in 2 and 3 hours. What I'm out here, I ain't finna, no, I'm too old to be out here working like, all my kids are grown, because let me stipulate it, because y'all like to talk, Oh, Apostle Ely can do it. All my children are grown. I got a 32-year-old, 32-year-old. I got a 29-year-old, and I got a 23-year-old. And they all men, and they got jobs. They got certain things. I don't have issue. All I got to do is take care of me. And pretty much, I got me covered. So whatever I make out of my business, my social media platform, them all extras. So I ain't out here faking moves. I ain't out here putting a positive spin on my situation. It is what it is. I have need of new blood. And them heifers in there was going to try to keep me in the hospital, in their hospital, knowing that they couldn't give me the blood I needed. So what I told her, what does it? I can go to the hospital where they at and get it directly. Let me tell y'all something. And you gonna get offended. Some of y'all got hysterectomies you ain't should have never got. You done got chiseled, you got tucked. Men done got limbs cut off. All that kind of stuff. And behind your Medicaid on your insurance. They in it for business. Especially black people. When I talk about black people when it comes to health, you gotta understand that black people have the most superior structure in their body, even in weakened state. You've seen black people that use drugs, this and that. They still look better than the average white woman, average white man. And that white man and white woman got money, and they take care of themselves, and they still break. You been snorting powder. You done slept with everybody you want to sleep with, huh? And you might be a little broken. But you still look better than a person. You size them up with your age appropriate. You still look better in physical condition than the white man. That's why I don't believe in the idea of white supremacy. How you gonna be superior when your genes are receptive? It's ridiculous. And so they sell a lot of our organs, and a lot of you poor black people. You think your mama laying up in that grave? They don't script. They got her guts. And you ain't smart enough to do an autopsy or nothing. They got her organ, they got her liver. I don't care how old she is, she in better condition than the average. Because people pay a lot of money for black people. That's why black children get kidnapped and all that. And I say, like, your mama sitting there, she butt naked inside. Your daddy, I don't care how much he smoked and how much his lungs were full with smoke. They gonna sell them. They gonna make money off them holding your father or your uncle, brother, sister, cousin. But child, when you go to tapping on them, that's gone. They heart, it's almost like the junkyard. You can wreck a car, but the certain things in that car are still functional. It still works. What killed you may not be your organs. You could have got a bullet in your head. All them other organs, they going on the market. And one thing about white people, they always make money off of black people, especially poor black people. And why poor black people go through, because them the type of people that like to listen to less. It's always somebody walking trying to tell you how to drive your regular car. It's always somebody homeless trying to tell you how to run your house. And some of y'all stupid enough to actually listen to people. Huh? You weighing 270, 280, and you gonna tell me how to have a Nordic body. Child, the stuff that the people that you entertain in conversation is ridiculous. So if you just genuinely care, if you got when I got up this morning, they shut down my Cash App. They ain't send me no warning, no nothing. But they let me get my money out of them. So I told Sister Monique, I said, I'll do another Cash App on mine. But most of y'all got my Zelle accounts, my PayPal. If you really want to give some support, if you so bothered and so worried about me, y'all know how I work. If you send me a Cash App, I'm going to look for you. If you send me a Zelle, I'm going to look for you. If you send me a PayPal, I'm going to look for you. I don't care. But other than that, I'm covered when it comes down to my health. But this is something I have to contend with. This is something I take care. I'm very serious about, and I personally, I'm not gonna allow somebody to play with my life. When I got in the hospital, I told ma'am, I said, I love me more than anybody. And many of you guys watch me Minister Mario, and I told you, if you thought I went hard for Mario, what the hell? What you think I'm gonna do for myself? I would spend everything I got for this thing called Pee Wee, this thing called Sammy, this thing called Daddy. You know what y'all call it? I'm a rock for this. I may run hard for my family, but I ain't gonna run harder for nobody. I will go to the ends of the earth to take care of Sam Ely Jr. And I ain't looking for nobody. And like I tell people, you get offended with me and all this. I don't ask you to take care of me. I'm telling you what it is to be an example of a spiritualist, and then you being transparent of things. The reason why you can't be transparent because you can't get no victory. Because everything I've been going through, I've been coming out. Everything. Do I like what I go through? I don't. But I'm a Sagittarius, so we have to experience things. So I like to come from a place of experience. So I'm talking about what I know. And some of those things that I may have to heal somebody else, help somebody else. Now I know how to address them. Now, I'm not going to put in that kind of work for you, because if you don't think enough about yourself to make sure you quit. I told some of you about my voodoo membership. I ain't making you do nothing. But don't say that you had to have the outcome that other people have in your same situation when you didn't get your tool. My mama told me something. She told Ella, actually she told me when I was really young. So a lot of y'all hear stuff like I've been schooled from home. That's when it's different when somebody are claiming to be a mother or a father. You ain't taught your kids nothing. You were so busy trying to get them out of the house, you ain't prepared them for life. But she used to all tell me, she said, better to have a tool and not need it than to need it and not have it. A lot of y'all got all that talk. My grandma said, money talk and BS walk. Keep on out here talking about your Jesus while you send them doctor clinics. Talking about how much the Lord gonna fix and he gonna heal you. And them people have no reason to believe you, because you wouldn't be where you at. They would see the evidence of your God, whatever that God may be, whether it's masculine or feminine. I ain't asking nobody not to be concerned. But I was talking to Sister Monique about it, and she got real upset because she wanted to come down to Miami, because I was down in Miami, and I started declining, and she wanted to drive down. I ain't going nowhere, no matter her wife. I ain't gonna do it, even if I was on to death, because the ambulance gonna take me to the Miami hospital. They're gonna give me the same blood, and they're gonna have to wait on Orlando to bring me the blood, but they're gonna make sure I'm stabilized. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna say something that you might find offensive, but you shouldn't find offensive, because I've been upfront with you all. I tell you, don't try to tell me what to do. And my mama here, I have been mothered. My mother's more of a smotherer, but she has did her job. Don't try to come in my life and try to do you with my life, because I'm telling you and articulating clearly what I don't like. What you don't understand is that you have never been faithful over the things that God has blessed you. I have no reason to have any type of confidence, because if you won't fight for what's yours, you're definitely not going to fight for what's mine. It's very unrealistic for me to have expectations in people when they don't do it for themselves. And so what I give people an opportunity, if you want to help me, then you need to help me like this, because the way you do stuff going to cause me to want to put my hands on you, because I done already articulated to you. I've already said, listen, if you're going to help me monetarily, and do what you can, and do what you feel like you can, because I ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. But the moment you got to come in my life, you fail all your tests. Every challenge you get, you have an attitude that you don't care what you say. You talk way too much. I cannot stand a talk. Oh, my mama here. Lord Jesus, help me. I can't stand a Paul Perry. I'm like Andorra. Running your mouth. My mama told me years ago, don't kiss and tell. You talk too much. You would tell your business. You would tell anybody. No, you started just telling your business. Why would I want you to see me in this form of vulnerability when I got a sister, I got a mama, I got kids, I got Tronda. When Tronda, let me tell y'all something. When I got to the point where I couldn't even walk and stuff, Tronda stayed with me the whole time. Remember when you saw me on the floor, young lady? You got in your car. When you left me, Chief Apostle Samuel, you left me on the floor. And you said you had to get back home because it's getting dark. I'm not blasting you. I'm telling you what you done showed me. Tronda got into her man. And she said, nigga, I ain't going nowhere until my daddy okay. She said, I'll leave then. But until that happened, it'll be what it be when y'all get home. You ain't gonna do that for me. And neither am I asking you. I'm telling you, when you not there or you ain't showed me nothing, you literally drove off knowing that I was still on the floor. So why would I want you to see me in a certain vulnerability when you talk too much? You'll tell stuff that I may not want to tell. If I want to get on here and tell bits and pieces to people about what I went through, that's my prerogative. It's not your business. And I can't trust you with certain parts of my vulnerability because you talk too much. Your husband, I know. They're any random person. I don't like that. I got Scorpio on my chart. I don't like people in my business because everybody ain't got it for me. They might use me. They might benefit from me. But you personally would love to see me down. And the way I be able to deal with people in real life and not go off on people, I give people the spaces in my life that they can handle, they character can handle. Because if you ever cross me, it's on the popping. I tell everybody, I'm not a nice person. I do nice things. I'm a vindictive and a vengeful person. The reason why I can talk this transparent, you know why? Because I don't bother people. I don't ask you your business because I don't want you to know my business. And if I ain't asking you about your business, there's no reason for you to know my business. And if you ain't going to do nothing about my business, but why you need to know what's going on with me for the sake of just knowing? No. When you want me, people like me, to trust you with their vulnerability, because every leader got one. The same was happening with Abraham. It was Abraham. And Ham came in there, saw his daddy drunk, and saw his dad naked, and went out there telling everybody. Every parent, every person got somebody that run their mouth about their nakedness. And it burns you up. Because he was in his tent. He went out there in the open. Because if you the type of parent or leader that you put all your business out the street, you gave them permission to have a opinion however they want to. But if I'm getting butt naked and pulling my menage a trois and I'm in my tent, don't come up in here. I would never apologize something that I was doing in a private space. Because I made sure what I was doing was in a concealed space. You came in there. I don't care if you stumble in there. I told my kids, you come in my bedroom, you about to see anything. And I ain't apologizing. I ain't apologizing for nothing. Because I got your space. I give you access to all this house. But my bedroom. And I ain't apologizing to a soul what go down in my private chamber. No, I don't owe nobody explanation. You want to talk about it? No. Did you make some money off it? I ain't interested. I don't apologize. My uncle told me, if you're ashamed of it, don't do it. Well, the truth is, I ain't ashamed of nothing I do. But it ain't what you do, it's how you do. And when you claim to be a man or woman of God or somebody elder, you should care about how you carry yourself in the open. It don't make me phony. It make me true to who I am. But that ain't for everybody. Because everybody ain't going to respect my vulnerability. It's certain people, no matter how many signs, wonders I wrought, they're going to steal. They're going to steal. Looking for an opportunity to disrespect me. But my kids, no matter what vulnerability they've seen. Minister Mario done seen me in some very vulnerable situation. Mother Susan done seen me in some very vulnerable situation. Sister Tree done seen me in some very vulnerable situation. And ain't told nobody. Because it's my business to tell. You ain't like that. You going to tell what ain't your business. And you going to be talking. And I'm the type of person, when I find you and we get in our privacy, I'm going to hit you in your mouth. To keep us not having no problem, I try to keep you. I don't do that for me. Anybody that is like the way they are, I ain't here to change them. What I do is give you enough space, because I can have an enemy that's a rattlesnake. You 8-foot rattlesnake, I'm going to always stay 12 foot. I don't care what we doing. I would never put myself in the striking distance of somebody that deadly. I know you got bad character. I know you unemotional, sir. So don't make like I'm being unfair to you. Because if you get my business, I'm gonna put my hands on you. Because what your husband go for, what your wife go for, what your family go for, and talking about, oh, that's how it is. You gonna get some of this business. Because I done told you, I'm a sage. I'm very straightforward. I tell people what I can handle. And I also try to do it in a nice way. Because everybody think I'm too brash, I'm too harsh. All of that. But I do that to protect you. Because what you are allowed to do in other people's life, I refuse. I'm 52 years old. I've worked hard. I deserve my privacy. You ain't gave me nothing. You ain't built nothing. And you want me to be vulnerable to you? For what? Why would I do that? Money don't make you close to me. Money makes a transactional relationship. A lot of y'all around here talking about people, and you showing that person. Because I'm going to believe, my grandma used to say that, my mama said it too, but she got it from my grandma. She said, a dog will bring a bone, a cat one. And you come in my face talking about somebody else, I ain't concerned about who you talking about. I'm looking at you. Because just like you get, I don't know if you've seen the movie Have and Have Nots. And Hannah was interviewing with Miss Cryer for the job to be the maid of the house. And Miss Pryor, people that got means and got a lot to lose, they gonna test you and test you and test you. I was testing Mario today, he left here. And so Miss Pryor said, oh, I noticed you used the word for the couple across the street. And she said, yeah, I work for them. That's they on my resume. She said, come on, tell me. I know you gonna see some stuff in there. Miss Pryor was not trying to get in the business. She wanted to see how much Hannah was talking. And Hannah told her, she said, ma'am, I said, I'm not here for that. She said, I guess this interview is over because I'm not here to talk nobody business. And Miss Cryer said, you're hired. When people already know the skeletons in their closet,
GPS signal lost.
They don't like a talking ass. I already know what's in my closet. I put it in there intentionally. And every now and then I go in there and I have a bang in there. And I ain't explaining nothing. I don't care what you hear outside the door. What you hear outside the door is your business. Because you end up in it with your mayonnaise jar to my door. But I'm trying to tell you, I makes it worth it to me. But you will be out there trying to expose something. People that have something to lose are going to care about how you run your mouth. Because she understood at that point, because of who she was and what kind of money she had, that Hannah could have told her something about them people and she would have never got hired. I don't care how good you clean. I don't care how good you do would benefit me. I take somebody with less ability that I can trust their mouth. A lot of y'all blessings are cut off because you talk too much. God ain't gonna tell you nothing. Your ancestors ain't gonna tell you nothing. All that because you talk too much. A lot of you missing out on things that were predestined for you, but because you can't hold water. I told my mother-in-law that one time. I said, lady, you talk so much you can't hold water. She said her response to me was, she's a cancer. Her response to me was this. She said, water was meant to be pissed out. That's her response. And she was an older woman. And you think I'm going to trust you? I'm just showing you. Hold on. Hey, baby, course, I hope you got my text message, Keish. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all, I need y'all to be grown. Don't go into a relationship, don't go into anything talking about what you sacrifice. Everybody that get anything in life doing the same thing you're doing. You're not doing something special. When you take care of the kids you brought into work, you're not doing anything special. When you're making sacrifices to educate yourself to make more money, you're not doing anything special. Don't taint your investment in yourself with the idea of what you think is important when it comes down to sacrifice. I'm sacrificing right now. I'm going through right now, and I'm still sacrificing. That's why I'm in Orlando. Because just like I sacrifice for everybody else, I'm most certainly going to sacrifice for me. Just like I was running all the creation for Mario, I will run, fly, get on a boat, find me a shaman with a hair growing out their head, their ears, and long, creepy fingernails. I don't care nothing about that. Can you help a brother? Are you what you say you are? That's something I'm concerned. All that other stuff. I don't care about your past. I don't care about your present. I don't care what don't come telling me stuff I already know. A lot of y'all mess up a lot because you stepping into this wrong. And church has messed you up. You don't get credit for things that you're required to do. The Bible said, much is given, much is required. If you want a whole lot, then you know things are going to be required. The Bible even say that if you gain knowledge, you're gonna gain sorrow. If you gain wisdom, what is it? Wisdom brings disappointment, basically. If you want to be a knowledgeable man or a man or woman of wisdom, you're gonna see a lot of stuff. You're not gonna get that wisdom for free. You're gonna have to go through, and you ain't no different than anybody else. If you don't want it, don't ask for it. Don't make God act like he putting something on you when you done sat in your secret place of the Most High and told God, oh Lord, if you deliver me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to serve you. No spirit makes you say the stuff you say just because you're going through. And then when they come to cash in on what you said. Minister Mario told me, he said this in my church. He said, if I got to come in this church in a wheelchair, I said, nigga, you can come in my church in a wheelchair because, I'm the healer. When that nigga got into a place, that's why I got so much respect for him. Because I thought he was just talking. Don't talk no swelling testimonies over here. I don't care for it. But when he got down, he had to come in that church in a wheelchair. He did exactly. That means he meant what he said. A lot of y'all, when you feeling good and you got some honey and you don't have some good sex and you all that. Now you out here talking about what you will do for the Lord. Yeah, I give it all, Lord. Now he coming to collect. It ain't like your bill collectors. Do you understand that? Lord ain't like your bill collectors where you can just act like, y'all tell him, hello. Is Samuel there? No, he just left. The Lord see everything. He knows everything. You can't put him on block. When you get out there because you feeling, I don't care if you in Christian or whatever, you put them words out there. Monique was telling me, she said, oh, I'll die for this. And then turn around, I don't want to die. Girl, stop saying stuff trying to convince me you spiritual. Don't do that to yourself. Because them spirits hear you. And when they come to cash in, don't act like something, somebody throwing at you. Don't act like somebody come. No, average black person are going through things because your words are being counted. None of these spirits didn't tell you that you had to do any of that. That was never required. You didn't sit down with a Baba, you didn't sit down with a spiritual man or spiritual one and told you that your egoons, your spiritual court, whatever your tradition is, and told you that you was trying so hard to be so spiritual and want to grow in whatever you call power. And you out there saying stuff. And when it's time to cash in, you want to act like you don't know what nobody talking about. What happened was, they there for your words. Nobody, you don't have to be who I am to be spiritual. But you so busy lying to yourself, lying to everybody, you think you're going to lie to a spirit. And when they want to come in and ask you, you say you would die for us? Now all of a sudden, that when Jesus said, eat my flesh and drink my blood, now he's a madman. When you said they eat all my ribs, my cabbage, and anything else I had, the master and manifested for you. Well, all because I asked you if you really round down for me to eat my flesh. He wasn't even talking about his physical flesh. But that's enough to turn people off. Oh, now he crazy. You're going to always be, when people are held accountable for sitting at the table of God's elect, God's chosen, any vessel with Tata Mamos, when that check came around, all of a sudden you don't remember you ordered that. Or what is this? That what you ordered? Cause now it's time to be a man or a woman about your business. If you want to send me something, you're going to have to go to my PayPal or my Zelle. Because if you can text me, you can Zelle me. But I would encourage my baby Scorpio to do what she said she's going to do. Because once you put things out there, they're going to make it harder and harder for you to do until you come up with a reason not to do it. And then you're going to be held accountable for what you done said. All spirituality on both sides is your word. The spirit job is to keep its word. Your job is to keep your word, whatever that is. But when you open up your mouth, you just talking randomly. That's what Jesus said, let your words be nay or yea. Part of wisdom is knowing what to say. But you out here speaking stuff, your words got life and death just like everybody else. Them spirits hear you. And especially if you got certain things from me and got certain memberships from me, they around. Once you put your word out, the best thing for you to do is bring it home. Because your word, truly, in any form of spirituality, is your bond. They got a responsibility to you because of a contract, and you got a responsibility to them. And they, just like when you get a mortgage, when you go to buy a house, the average person go buy a house when they feel like they're on a good leg. But when you sign that contract, none of that contract say if you lose your job, then you don't have to pay. If your husband walk off on you, your boyfriend walk off on you, you get sick, then people still want that payment. That's why they want to make sure that you are financially able to accommodate that. I'm going to say that again. A lot of y'all miss out on stuff because you already know that you're not that invested, you're not that committed, you up and down and inconsiderate. And you want them people to give you a $2,000, a $300,000 house. And you done had 17 jobs. And you in your 40s. And you got nerve to be working at McDonald's. Child pie. Some of y'all, you don't have a grown person's job and you don't have a grown person's business to be out here asking for certain things. Stick to the rivers and lift. You get in that apartment and you snuggle in with your boo-boo and you be happy and you be content. Don't be looking over there what would you say? Don't stop by Child Weaver house. Don't. Because she already knew when she sent me somewhere that Child Weaver mean that you gonna go run your errand. She wants you to go where she done told you to go. What's up, Tasha Parton? My mama here, so I can't talk a certain way. But she used to tell me, don't stop by Child Weaver house. Go and do what I told you to do and come right back. But I always found myself at Child Weaver house. And then I wonder why she want to swing on me because she know it ain't take that long. You're not going to play with somebody that already did. They already know how long it take. Ain't about them seeing everything. They done did that and done that. And they know your temperament. But I had to go this long way around trying to give an excuse or why or the traffic or all these lies. Now I got to get slapped and I still got to bring the product to her. Because she know better. She was telling them, people don't go by Charles Weaver house. Don't go by Charles Weaver house. And I be sitting at Charles Weaver house. And then I get home, she swinging everything. Because she already know what I did. She ain't got to ask no question. But a lot of y'all create your own problem because you won't just be honest. You know, especially when people are actually, they watching your pattern. I tell you all the time, know the tree by the fruit it bear. You don't have to have seen abilities like me. All you do, I told you women, don't go by what a man say. I don't care if he gay, straight, or bi. Go by what he do. If you want to know what his treasure is, then what you need to do is watch what he's do with his money. Because everybody got some form of income. And whatever's important to him, that's where his resources are going to be. Don't let a man tell you nothing. You watch what we do. And that will determine what you dealing with. But a lot of y'all self, I was like, oh, he got children out here he won't take care of. I'm gonna make him. That's what your problem. You think you can make somebody be? How you gonna make a turtle a giraffe? How? What, you gonna dress him up with a long neck? When he pull his neck out there, you gonna be grabbing it and put a what they call the thing, a turtleneck on him. That's pun instead, but that's how ridiculous some of y'all are. You get the day you deserve because you yourself only attracting who you are. Some of y'all right here talking about you want a 6-figure man like me. Girl, you ain't never been around a man got money. Don't do yourself no injustice. Don't stress yourself. And don't you never been with a smart man. All your niggas is dumb. All your niggas is driven by sex. I have plenty of sex, but that is not my first. That's not my drive, my passion. I learned that from my spiritual dad. I told my kids, I watched this movie. I heard that white man say that. I said, I need y'all to watch this part. He said, you can't never lose money. He said, you can't never lose women chasing money. But you can lose money chasing women. Your husband, your man, has always been a paymaster. My mama right here, she told me when I was young, she didn't tell me one time. She said, Pete, there's some men got to pay and some men can play. Your husband, your friend, your daddy, your brother, whatever he is to you, he already know what time it is. If you's a paymaster, sir, accept that. Feel that. And you can still get what you need. But don't act like, see, what I don't like about paymaster is you want to make like everybody using you when you know you got to come in the door with your money. All you want is my money. That's all you is. And when a man leaves gay, straight up by it, when he leaves with his money, that's him admitting that's who he is. I lead with other stuff. Because I ain't never been a paymaster. Don't mean I ain't good to people. But I ain't never had to pay for it. My uncle some paid for it. But I digress. And every woman, especially his mother, and especially his sister, knows whether their brother or their son is a paymaster. And 9 times out of 10, she done said something to you about it, and you couldn't take the truth about who you are. And ain't nothing wrong with being a paymaster. As long as you getting what you get, you got to do what you got to do. But don't make it like somebody using you. Watch what men say, not what they do. When I tell you I'm good, if you want to support me, fine. But are you going to make or break me? Absolutely not. If you going to be able to snatch a rug from up under me, I told y'all I've been raised by a Virgo. I got a whooping because she right here. Yeah. I got a whooping because I didn't clean her house the way she told me to do. Now that ain't cleaning. Things got to be in order. And when somebody tell you for a purpose and you hard-headed, you want to do it your way, you're going to always end up in trouble. If you can admit that you like do stuff your way, I got to get out of here. I got to get to the hospital. That's why I say everybody talking about they miss me and love me so much. And look at my Zelle. Y'all so sad. But it's okay. I ain't dying here broke. You can't have it for me like that. I ain't asked you to have it for me like that. But don't act like you got this undying love for cheaper proximity. I'm down here chasing blood. I'm like a vampire. And I tell them, I know you got it. I know you got it. All right? Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hit that like button. If you share and comment. If these messages helping you, share them. Make comment. Take out some time. Say, listen, I ain't got no money, but the least I can do to support him is to make an honest comment up on his message. What they do for me. I'm good. But I'm out here chasing my blood. I came to the city where my blood is, and I want A positive. And I know y'all got it. And I'm here for it. So the procedure normally takes 4 hours. So by the time that I get in and they check me, to find out what my hemoglobin is, it takes about 45 minutes. And then they determine what they're going to do at that point. I'm hoping. So that's my goal while I'm down here. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I get down there because I don't be here. I'm here in Orlando till Sunday. And depending on how fast I get this done, I'll be back in Vero for services at it shouldn't really take that long. It should either be the night or day. But if I get out the day and they give me my blood, me and her going, because she like to eat. So we're going to be going eating or whatever. And so now I'll be back on Sunday. But if you want to do any work for you, instant burn, all that, all you got to do, since you can't cash at me right now, hit my Zelle, because many of y'all that do the cash at me, all you got to do is Zelle me. And you want to do it through the website, you can still go through PayPal. But Latasha said late but here. I know that's right. North Carolina. So I'm just telling you, not that I won't scream live for the hospital because I ain't got nothing to hide. But I'm just telling you that a lot of my lives, where I'm going to be in for confined, I'm probably going to have a private room, hopefully, that they treat me like the king I am. So I should have known when I got in Stewart and they put me in a room with this raggedy, dusty white boy that they ain't know who I was. Because I knew I could afford, with my insurance, a private room. So I'm going to see what they doing here in Orlando and then see if they got good. They got, what they say, and see if God, you got the sense that God gave. And I won't know until I know. So I'm headed over there now. It's like 9 minutes away from, and my mama have very bad direction. So to keep me and her from getting into it, she gonna stay here, and I'm going over there. I'm on 9 minutes away. So there's something going on. She done already contacted her brother, which is my uncle. I done already gave the address. Yeah, my nephew need me, this and my mama trip. But anyway. So I let him know where we was and this and that. So he told me if anything I need to, he need to come get us, he could come out there. Just because I tell y'all I try to do things on my own, don't mean I'm out here by myself. You're not gonna get anything past my mama, my sister. I got a niece. You ain't gonna get nothing past. She be in everybody's business. Honey, if Jada can't read you. They been calling her that since she been in elements. They ain't never call her by her name. They always, I'm talking about teachers, always put a hand on her name. And my sister said, she called me on the phone, she said, Pee-wee, this girl embarrassed me. They ain't telling what gonna come out of her mouth. I said, I can't judge her because you don't tell her what gonna come out of my mouth. I said, all we can do is do better by her, but she mean well. But
GPS signal lost.
My sister Gemini, she can't take it. Because my niece, get on your trail, she want to know everything. She ain't gonna stop till she turn every. That's why I say I don't know why you don't like being Scorpio. Scorpio is the investigator. Sagittarius are detective. I'm gonna sit there and watch you tell a lie. I just want to know what type of lie. I know you're a liar, but I want to know what type of lie you are. And I may be able to use you. Some of y'all people that be around me, only reason I say certain things is for you to go tell it on the mountain. Anything I tell certain people, I don't care who know it. That's how I work. Because if I cared, I wouldn't tell it to you. If it would hurt me or hurt my family or hurt my children, I wouldn't tell it to you. Because I know you talk too much. But if I tell you something, I don't care if nobody find out about it. And I was using you for the talking mouth you was. Because we got used to it for all different type of people. A dog will bring a bone, put that in your jaws, and gonna take that back to Miss Sally and let her know that I don't like her either. And I don't care. And I learned this from my auntie. She said, Pete, I makes them hate me. I said, what, auntie? She said, I makes them hate me. I make them hate me to see me coming. So I ain't a Scorpio like she is. But honey, I love, when I find out you got a problem with me, I give you a reason to have a problem with me. Don't find yourself on my debt of contesting and on my my little things that I really enjoy. Because one thing I like to do as a Sagittarius is to flex on wannabes, trying to be's, and pretenders. Because if you had it like I had it, you will be able to be honest and straightforward with people. But you don't got that's why you got to put all them lies. I told the young man that was with me on my job, I said I can get more telling the truth than you can get telling a lie. I don't hate on nobody because I don't have a reason. I must have said something funny. But I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right. God bless.